As Burma is opening up to the Western world, ethnic minorities in the country accuse the Burmese government of committing human rights violations. While the international community is dropping sanctions on this former dictatorship, the Kachin state in northern Burma is still at war with Burma's military. The Burmese government sees the Kachin rebels as terrorists, and the fighting between the Burma army and the Kachin state has erupted for more than 20 months.
Amnesty International can confirm information about the indiscriminate shelling of the town of Laiza, using aircraft and other heavy artillery to bomb. The ceasefire between the government and the Kachin is tenuous. Translating what has been an aspiration for a ceasefire agreement into a reality of peace between the government of Myanmar and the Kachin has not yet occurred.
Burma's transition to democracy has been highly praised, but there is much more to Burma's transformation than meets the eye. There is an ongoing war between the Burmese government and the Kachin state, and it has raged on for more than 20 months. In this panel held at the Heritage Foundation, American officials and key figures in Congress evaluate Burma's reform process, as well as the United States' role in Burma's transition to democracy.
You have a civilian president who is, we can debate exactly how sincere he is about this, but he has announced several ceasefires, and the army has gone on doing what it has been doing, including shelling and airstrikes against concentrations of, against an area where you have many, many civilians and IDPs concentrated. This has been a bloody conflict in the last couple of years. We met with senior government officials who confided in us what they are not saying publicly because it's embarrassing, and that is that the army has lost thousands of troops since the ceasefire ended in the Kachin state.
Although many still remain hopeful on Burma's reforms, key figures such as Tom Malinowski of Human Rights Watch acknowledge the human rights violations that are being committed in Burma. The Kachins have been seeking autonomy for more than 50 years, and the recent fighting between the Burma army and the Kachin rebels that broke out in June of 2011 crushed a 17-year ceasefire, resulting in thousands of casualties and causing thousands of Kachins to flee their native land.
Daw
Although there are many allegations against the Burmese government, Burma's Nobel Laureate Daw Aung has been heavily criticized for not speaking out against the violations. Tom Malinowski reminds us that she is now a parliamentary member, and speaking out against the government can hurt her socially as well as politically.
Her focus right now is not on being an opposition leader, but on preparing for constitutional change, hopefully after 2015, and maintaining a relationship of trust with the army to ensure that they support the constitutional change that is needed for Burma to become a democratic state.
President Thein Sein and Democratic opposition leader Daw Aung Suu Kyi are seen as the two leaders of the country that can solve its problems. But it is Daw Suu who is loved by the people, as the citizens have been in odds with the military and the government for decades. Daw Suu is being criticized for her silence, but she also faces a big dilemma. Daw Suu just doesn't see the 2015 elections as the prize ticket. She has to reassure the military in order for the constitution to be redrafted, since 25% of seats in parliament are reserved for the military. In that matter, she also needs her constituency if she wants to win the 2015 elections, and this includes winning the vote and the trust of the ethnic parties. Although many say that Burma is on the right path towards reform, there are still a lot of obstacles and challenges for the country and for Daw Aung Suu Kyi. For Voice of America, I'm Kaye.